What's going on, everybody? Welcome on in to Sports Live in the 215. Today we'll discuss the Sixers offseason so far. Um, it's been a pretty wild one. Um, yeah, there were reports that they wouldn't bring back Quentin Grimes, which sucks. I thought he played really well last season. Um, so I just I think that's a strange move. And then you had the whole Paul George workout injury drama, like um, how he hurt himself working out. I'll never understand, but hey, here we go. I mean that just makes him officially a Sixer at this point. Um, so yeah, I mean it's never a dull moment with this franchise. Um, and Joel Embiid saying he knows who leaked their team meeting last season. It's just it's really is never a dull moment with this franchise. Um, and yeah, it's just par for the course. Um, and of course, the Philly media blows everything out of proportion. They just yell and scream about God knows what. Um, yeah, so it's just frustrating. I think the whole um this whole off season has just been one long um it just feels like one long soap opera. You have like the really high moments of VJ Edgecombe playing really well in summer league, um and then he has some type of finger contusion or something. So it's just another weird injury for a Sixers rookie. Like it's just it's always really strange with the Sixers. Like if healthy, they have one of the best rosters in basketball. So they just they have to get fortunate on the health front, which they haven't been able to do for a decent amount of time, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I just think that um, if the Sixers are healthy, we have a chance to be one of the best teams, not just in the Eastern Conference, but in the league as well. And um, you just got to see what happens. Whether whether it's a good year or a bad year, it's always there's always some like excitement with the Sixers. There's always something to talk about with this basketball team, which as a fan base you wish wasn't the case. You wish they could just kind of that organization could just kind of let their play do the talking, but it hasn't been the case for a while. Ever since the um, the Josh Harris ownership group has taken over, um, it's always been something to talk about whether Colangelo is leaking injury history on a burner Twitter account, through and then he has his wife uh, has his wife make a Twitter burner account to defend him, and then she she threw him under the bus, or he threw her under the bus. He Brian Colangelo was just a scumbag of a human being. Um, I mean, leaking like confidential information is really just scumbag behavior, and yeah, he's just a trash individual. But honestly, Josh Harris isn't much better. Like this guy only cares about profit. Like, he does not care about the Sixers. He he wanted the reason why he wanted 76th place was because he wanted Philly to have an answer to Madison Square Garden when the the beauty of like how our stadiums are set up is they're all near each other. So it's just a classic case of just not understanding the fan base and not understanding the area. I mean, he has his toes dipped in all different waters. He owns the Devils, the Commanders, and the Sixers. So two of those franchises compete with Philadelphia teams. So it's like, oh, like I don't think he really cares about any of his fan bases. I think he just sees these franchises as investment for his portfolio, which more power to him. This is a free country. He's more than welcome to spend his money how he pleases, but he doesn't do a tremendous job of ingratiating himself to a fan base, to a city, and to an area. Um, and that's what happens when owners are for profit versus being a fan of the team. Like Jeffrey Lurie and John Middleton are like Phillies and Eagles fans. Like they want what's best for the team and for the city. Um, and Josh Harris, because he has so many different investments, I don't see that from him. I see him thinking of the Sixers, Devil, Devils, and Commanders as just investment opportunities, and it's not something where he like really like lives and dies with each game the way a fan does. And when you have an owner who doubles as a fan, that's when the most successful organizations come about. Think of the Patriots from 2001 to 2019, um, and then obviously Jeffrey Lurie from 2000 to 2025. Um, the Eagles have been one of the most well-run organizations in the NFL. Um, so yeah, when you have ownership that cares just as much as the fans do, that's when you're gonna have the most amount of success, and the most success the Sixers have seen under the Josh Harris, um, David Blitzer ownership group is a a is a second round playoff is a bunch of second round playoff exits, um, which is not where you want to be after coming out of the process and that whole thing, which is very frustrating. But yeah, like getting more into the drama of this off season, um, the Paul George hurting himself when he worked out. I mean, that just is the most Sixers thing ever. And Joel Embiid still needing time to ramp up. I mean, when he's healthy, he is one of the most dominant big men in the game. Um, the question is if he can stay healthy. So, um, yeah, it's just one of those things it's frustrating. And one of the bright spots of the offseason so far has been the play of VJ Edgecombe in the summer league. I want to say he's averaged something like 20 to 25 points. Um, he's shown the ability to be a real playmaker, a real player. I'm in this league again. It is only summer league, but I mean, you play who you play, even if it is just first and second year players. It just it's a good sign that he's continuing to play well against his peers of rookies and sophomores. So I'm really excited to see this guy play, and it should be a fun season on the VJ Edgecombe front. Um, the Sixers unfortunately brought back Kyle Lowry, which he I don't know what he's capable of giving you at this point in his career. Um, except for like leadership for VJ and Jared and Tyrese, like your young guards. But yeah, they brought Kyle Lowry back. He's been a champion, even though it was 6 years ago. Which okay, I mean, uh, um, another year with Kyle Lowry taking away minutes from your young players, which is unfortunate, but we'll just kind of have to deal with it, unfortunately, for this year, and hopefully next off season he retires. Um, yeah, so I just think it's kind of an up and down off season for the Sixers so far, and we'll see how the rest of it goes. And um, yeah, thank you guys for listening to this, and as always, go Sixers.